Drake. Today's activity is called What's in Your Fridge, and it's all about pattern recognition. To begin, pattern recognition is identifying patterns or trends within a problem. You have been doing this your whole life. Patterns are all around us, and they are how we learn and generalize the world around us. Today, I had builder's choice, so I chose my own activity. The activity I chose was to look through my fridge and plot data to observe patterns. The materials needed for this activity are a pen or pencil, a piece of paper, and a refrigerator that has food in it. The instructions for this activity are simple. You will look through your fridge and write down at least 4 groups of food, such as fruits or vegetables. The 4 I chose are vegetables, meats, meats and proteins, fruit, and lastly, dairy. Choose categories that you have in your fridge. Then you will write down each food item you have in each category. Here is my fridge. I chose to leave out water and any juices, but you can feel free to include that yourself. For vegetables, you can see that I wrote 2 bags of broccoli. I counted that as 2 items for a total of 10 items in the vegetable category. I did the same for fruits and dairy. Compile a list based on the foods that you find in your fridge. Next, you will complete a graph like this one pictured. I used notebook paper so my lines were neat and easy to read. Once your X and Y axis are drawn, you will label them and fill in all your information. I wrote the total amount above each category to make it easier to see how many are in each. So now we will reflect and discuss what we did. You will be answering these same questions. What are the similarities between the most and least frequent patterns? I noticed with my fridge that there aren't 2 most frequent patterns because there's a big difference between the amount of vegetables I have and any other food item. The differences between the 2 least frequent patterns would be the difference between the fruits and the dairy and protein. However, I noticed that although I have a small amount of dairy, I actually have more servings of dairy than I do servings of vegetables. I also noticed that although there is a discrepancy in the amount of each category of the food, it is proportional to what I eat. When you complete this activity, you can include items from your fridge or your pantry or both. Once you complete the activity, create a video or a paragraph explaining the patterns you found in your fridge and or pantry.